Hello everybody, welcome to a very different EV Ramblings video. So this is going to be kind of a regular update that I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to do at least once a month, these type of updates, and this is just going to be what I'm doing with my YouTube channel, upcoming videos, and some of the ideas that I have going around. And I'm really hoping that you, the viewers, through the comments, can actually give me ideas or give me suggestions of what you want me to do regarding the electric vehicle world. Understand that I'm just an independent person. This is just something I do on the side, so I don't have all the access to like the newest vehicles, things like that. But I could definitely fight and try and see what's going on. And if I could say that a certain number of people want this type of information, it can give me a little bit more power to get that to you. Now, before I begin as well, I'd like to first talk about the changes that Google and YouTube have introduced regarding ad price sharing. So previously, if you had a video that was 10,000 views or higher, I believe, you could then sign up to share in profits for ads that are displayed on videos. This was recently just updated so that you have to have at least 4,000 hours of video views a year, which I'm well above, but you also have to have 1,000 subscribers. And that's something that I'm short of. Like, as recording this, I think I'm around 650. Because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, they are going to be pulling the funding from my videos or any profit sharing. And like, although it's a very small amount, I was using it to buy like newer equipment, like newer cameras, gimbals, recording, things like that. So it is kind of disappointing. But I'm hoping that through like these type of videos, I can engage with my viewers a little bit better, and that maybe we can. You can help me out by subscribing. Now that would be a huge benefit, so please subscribe if you can. But okay, so talking about what I'm going to come up with next. One of the first things that I'm going to bring up is this. I bought this off of Amazon, and it is an electromagnetic radiation tester. So I've shown my vehicle, both my EVs, to lots of people. I go to events, I let people drive them, sit in it, and I've had some people like refuse to get near the car because it's an electric vehicle and they're afraid of the electromagnetic radiation that comes off of it. This is something I don't believe in at all. I don't think there's really proper science to say that there is an issue. But I went and did some Google searches, and the last like real study I could find compared the Toyota Prius, like when it was a very new type of vehicle, to regular cars, because people thought a hybrid motor would produce a lot more electromagnetic radiation. And through the tests that they did, they actually determined that combustion vehicles, like certain combustion vehicles on the market, produced a lot more than the hybrid did. So it was kind of dispelling that, but I couldn't find anything for electric vehicles, so I figured I'd take matters in my own hand and see what's going on. I have played with this a little bit, and you know, it's a very interesting device. If I turn it on right now, let's see, we're booting up. It should immediately go into testing, and we're already in like the harmful zone, just in my house, maybe close to this light or something. Anyways, let's turn this off. My plan is to test this in my Volt, test this in my Nissan Leaf, both inside and outside of the car, test it in a combustion vehicle. I'm going to borrow a friend's Kia SUV, and then I'm probably going to just take my bike around like a similar route and just see kind of what the difference is, see which one has the highest number. So that's kind of one of the upcoming ones. Now my other video that I'm working on, actually it's going to be two videos on this subject. My Chevrolet Volt is a 2011 Volt, and I kind of feel that, like, it's winter right now, it is January, I'm in British Columbia, Vancouver Island, and I have the heat on all the time now whenever I drive it, and I'm doing really just short trips, but my mileage has never dropped as much as it has this season. It's now showing when I turn the car on that my maximum range is like 36 or 37 kilometers, which is incredibly low because in the summer it's usually 65 to 70. So I'm going to do two things. I'm actually, in one of my other videos, I compared the first generation Volt against the second generation Volt in terms of efficiency, like how much further you can go. And I drove from Victoria to Port Renfrew, and I went as far as I can go, and then I turned around. Well, I'm going to Port Renfrew in about a week, and I'm going to take my first generation Volt, and I'm going to record, and I'm going to see just how far I can go. I'm not going to turn around because I'm actually going there to spend some time, but I want to see really like how big of a hit it is during colder temperature to have the heat on in the car, and just see how far it actually goes. Like not a short trip, a nice long continuous journey. So once that's done, when I get back, I know my car is going to be in the range extended mode, so the combustion motor is going to be going on. So when I get home, I'm going to be plugging this in. So this is a monitor energy consumption and cost parameter display. So I charge my Volt exclusively on the 110 power outlets. So basically this plugs into the outlet, and then I'll plug my charger in here. And it'll measure basically how much power, watts or kilowatt hours, it uses through the devices plugged in. So I'm going to charge the car to full with this plugged in. And the Volt, at least my Volt, was supposed to come with a 14 kilowatt hour battery from the factory. And they gave me, the owner of the vehicle, 10 kilowatt hours of access. So a lot of people kind of thought that they did that as a buffer. So with the car aged, as it lost battery capacity, which all electric vehicles do, the end user of the vehicle wouldn't notice that loss. I think I might be experiencing a loss though. So realistically, when I charge the car from 0, I should see at least 10 kilowatt hours on here. There is some loss through charging, especially over 110, so I'm expecting more. But it'll be interesting to see if it shows up with like 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that. And if it does, I'm going to take the car into my General Motors dealership, and I'm going to ask them to do a diagnostic. And if they do end up doing any repairs or anything, I'm probably going to see if I can get to like record any of that and maybe see them dropping the battery out of the car. And then finally, I guess I'm going to touch on my blog, and this is something which I might do as a talking point during one of my when I'm driving one of the electric vehicles. And that is, I've been writing this blog topic for about 3 weeks now. It's a very touchy topic, and it's about electric vehicle advocates and how there has become a huge divide between Tesla owners who are very passionate about, or let's say, okay, I'm not going to say all Tesla owners, some Tesla owners that are very passionate about their vehicle and the brand, and then essentially every other electric vehicle owner. So you have like Chevrolet, Nissan, BMW, Kia, Toyota, all of them. And you have this really big thing, it's kind of like us versus them. And really, we're still in the stage where I think it's safe to say that electric vehicles aren't like they're not going to go away, but we are still in a spot where a lot of people don't consider them to be proper vehicles, and we really need a unified front in terms of how we promote this entire segment. So, anyways, my blog is just analyzing that and hoping that I could maybe bring some people to compromise a bit on their stance and realize that the benefits for electric vehicles, like whether you're driving a Tesla or a Nissan Leaf, the benefits are exactly the same in terms of clean air, kind of just like driving Nirvana, how it drives, cost savings, things like that. So really we're all doing the same fight, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure when I'll get that done. I'm kind of concerned about posting it because I'm sure I'll get flacked a little bit. So that's kind of the end of my January update. I'm going to try to come up with another one in February. And as I mentioned, please subscribe if you can, and please post questions to me. I'll be happy to answer it. I could answer it in this type of forum, or once again, if I could record it in a car while I'm driving. If you want to answer those questions and the suggestions about what to do next or what you want to see on my channel would be very much appreciated. So thanks for watching. Once again, I understand this is very different from what I normally do, but I hope to see you back later.